Getting more people to buy electric cars. That's our Techstination. Joining us from Consumer Reports is Senior Transportation and Energy Policy Analyst Chris Harto. Hi, Chris.
Hey, thanks for having me today.
Great to see you. And the EPA has proposed new rules for emissions aimed at spurring the adoption of electric cars and other things, I think. Give us the overall view here.
Yeah, so these are strong technology neutral performance standards that go through 2032. Automakers can use multiple technologies to comply with these rules, but if they use only EVs, they'll result in about 2/3 of the new vehicles being sold in 2032 being electric vehicles. However, many automakers are probably going to still build some hybrids, plug-in hybrids, and some might even build some fuel cell electric vehicles. So in reality, it'll probably end up somewhere between 50 and 60% of the new vehicles on the market being electric by 2032.
Basically, what do the new rules say?
Yeah, so they say that automakers have to continue to ramp down the emissions, both greenhouse gas and particulate emissions, from new vehicles from 2027 through 2032. They can do that using multiple different technologies. They can improve gasoline vehicle fuel efficiency, build electric vehicles, and other more efficient, cleaner technologies.
Chris, what's your assessment of the way consumers feel about EVs?
Yeah, so in our recent surveys, we've seen that consumer demand for EVs is really skyrocketing, increasing 350% between 2020 and 2022. Right now, we find that there's about 45 Americans who definitely want an electric vehicle for every EV that's being built. And consumers who want EVs right now are still kind of stuck sitting on wait lists or having trouble finding one on a dealer lot, and often those EVs are coming with markups. So right now we're seeing that the demand is far exceeding supply. Supply is coming online, but demand is growing too. So they're kind of increasing rapidly together.
That's interesting. Is there a particular demographic that is still reluctant, or what can you tell us?
Yeah, definitely, older people, less technology savvy people are going to be a little bit less interested in electric vehicles. Younger, more climate conscious people are more interested in electric vehicles. There's definitely a mix. Similar to any kind of new technology that comes out, there's different groups of people who adopt the technology at different times. Early adopters are gonna buy it early, and some people will wait until most people already have the technology to buy.
Now, some automakers, this is perception here, some automakers seem to be struggling a bit after announcing this all-in approach to switch to electric vehicles. Is that a fair assessment? At least struggling when it comes to making them profitably?
Yeah, I mean, any new technology, it's going to take a little bit of time to scale up and learn. And it took Tesla, many years to be profitable, and now they're the most profitable automaker in the world. So it's going to take them some time to shift from what they were doing to what consumers increasingly are going to want.
What happens next with the EPA's proposal?
Yeah, so right now we're in the comment period. So EPA put out this proposal. It's just a proposal, and they are accepting comment over the next roughly 2 months. They'll then take all that feedback that they get from those public comments, and they'll go back to the drawing board, and they'll make some changes, they'll make some tweaks. And then based on all those comments, they will put out a final rule probably sometime around the end of the year, beginning of next year. And then that rule will start going into effect for 2027.
It's interesting. Some people still wonder, I think, if the infrastructure is there to support all of the charging. And the other question is where the energy comes from for the charging, and is this really better for the climate? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so great question. The infrastructure is being built out, and it'll, as more EVs hit the road, more infrastructure will get built. These EPA standards really kind of help set a direction for the market and give the market kind of the certainty it needs to know, how many EVs are likely to be on the road at what point in the future, so that, private companies can invest their capital to meet that demand. On the grid side of things, their EVs aren't 100% zero emissions, but they're so much more efficient than gasoline vehicles that even when they're powered by fossil fuel electricity, they're still cleaner. And the grid continues to get cleaner and cleaner as we add more and more renewable energy generation to the grid.
And there are some companies that, Tesla included, I think, that are pushing solar panels for your roof and the batteries to store power and can be all self-contained, self-sufficient with that too, right?
Yep, absolutely.
For more information, where's the best place to go?
Yeah, you can go, straight to our website, consumerreports.org, or if you want details on these rules, you can go to cr.org/EV policy.
Terrific. Chris Harto, thank you for spending time with us.
Yeah, thank you.